Joining us once again on the Damage Report is community organizer, environmental activist, 2018 New York State Senate candidate, chair of Protect Orange County, and founder of Principled Progressives, Pramila Malik. Welcome back to the Damage Report.
Thank you for having me again, John.
Great to have you here, and in particular on this topic. So we have this Democratic primary field that's already chock full of candidates, but if one of them, Joe Biden, chooses not to run, we might get another one. Is that correct?
We might very well get Andrew Cuomo, who absolutely has presidential ambitions. So we shouldn't dismiss and discount him, but more importantly, I mean, it's April Fool's Day, it's April 1st. So last time I was on your show, I talked about the difference between climate denial and climate deception, and climate truth being the crack in between them. And I think today is a really good day to talk about climate deception, because Governor Andrew Cuomo is an embodiment of climate deception. And I think what you'll find is the way he is held captive by fossil fuel interests is really the problem we're confronting with the climate change crises. It's really corruption. And I don't know if you looked through the public accountability report that came out last year, actually when his aide was convicted of taking bribery money from a frack gas power plant company, but it really is emblematic of the crisis we're facing and why we absolutely must elect a principled progressive if we have any hope of emerging out of the climate crisis. I mean, this is a governor who has banned fracking, at least that's what we're told, and who wears the Green New Deal lapel button on his lapel and waves the progressive flag. I mean, he's somebody who tries really hard to pose as a progressive, yet if you look at him and you look at how he rose to power, you'll see that he is absolutely held captive by very entrenched fossil fuel interests who not only brought Cuomo to power, but they are also the same people who brought Donald Trump to power. And these people are everything to everyone. If the country moves left, they'll give you a left person. If the country moves right, they'll give you a Tea Party person like Donald Trump. And that's what that's the game that we have to overcome if we really want to give our children a future.
So you mentioned the corruption scandal. For people who might not have been following, can you sum up basically what was this scandal, how was he involved, and how is it tied to the sort of dirty fossil fuels that we've been talking about in the segment?
Sure, so Governor Cuomo's closest aide, so close he's often described as Andrew Cuomo's other brother, Joseph Percoco, was just convicted of taking bribery money from a company called CPV, Competitive Power Ventures, that builds frack gas power plants across the country. Now, the executive who was also convicted along with Percoco, his name is Peter Kelly. His father, Peter Braith Kelly, is one of the largest Democratic Party operatives there are in this country. He used to run a lobbying firm along with Roger Stone. It was called Stone, Blackford, Manafort, and Kelly. Or I don't know, the order might be mixed up, but they had a lobbying firm together. So these are really powerful people. And Roger Stone was, curiously very involved in promoting and supporting Governor Cuomo as he rose to power. Governor Cuomo rose to power, of course, on the back of the takedown of Eliot Spitzer, who was known as the sheriff of Wall Street. So the corruption and the conspiracy theories get really kind of engaging and entertaining. But at the end of the day, this company, CPV, they build frack gas power plants. And the one they built in Orange County that his brother from another mother was just convicted of, it is increasing the state's greenhouse gas emissions from the power sector by 10%. So at the same time that this governor is taking the pledge for the Green New Deal and waving the flag and wearing the button and claiming to be a progressive and claiming that he banned fracking, he's facilitated this frack gas power plant. He's in bed with these really nefarious, entrenched fossil fuel interests and dirty tricksters like Roger Stone, the same people who Stone, proudly takes responsibility for the rise of power of Trump. You see a lot of the same players involved in both of these people. And I think if you look at all of the centrist candidates in the field, you got to look at their record on fracking and frack gas power plants to really determine how green they are. And this governor, if he's green, as Josh Fox says, the sky is pink and I'm from Mars.
Thank you. And look, it's especially important what you're describing here, because there are not only a lot of candidates, but there are a lot of candidates that are trying to claim that they are environmental progressives. So it's important that we have environmental activists like you that are making sure that their rhetoric is not actually incongruent with what they've been doing. And you've established that this is not just a hypothetical concern going forward, but this is something that his track record should make us very, very nervous about. So Pramila, thank you so much for joining us and breaking down a very important issue here. Thank you very much for watching this clip from The Damage Report. If you liked it, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and ring the bell on YouTube to get notifications of our new videos. And of course, you can catch the full Damage Report live every weekday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific on TYT Network on YouTube TV.